Hey everyone, my name's Anthony Cummins and today we're going to be talking about modern ninja warfare. Right guys, for those who follow me, you should know this book is coming out. It's coming out under Tuttle. There it is, there's the old thingy. And what I'm going to do is take you through just a basic look at it. So what's the point of this book? The point is what's the connection, not connection, what's the comparison between old espionage, clandestine, guerrilla warfare, and new stuff. So they've asked me to write this. They asked me to do it, which was quite nice. So here's the inside. We've got security teams, shinobi, core skills, in the open, hostile engagement, intelligence, and the way of the mind. So basically, you have been warned. We've got do not try this at home everywhere. Somebody made that for me, caution British Ninja, which I thought was excellent. I thought I had to use that. I actually do not know who made it for me. It was sent many years ago, so we had to have it remade. But basically, the book, let me give you a look through the book. It was originally in black and red, and now it's in black and white or grey. So we've kept them in black and red because if it sells very well, then we will get it done. That's just the introduction, guys. There's me with Turnbull, just talking about introductory things. But it starts about here where we talk about the different types of the team. So members of a security team, things like you get the trunk monkey who sits there, and then we compare it to the ninja team, signal senders, liaison, things like that. So I'm going to try and take you through this as best. So as you can see on there, we start talking about the basics of what it does, and we've got a comparison there of what the old do and what the new do, and show how they are very similar. We talk about physical fitness in the book, how ninja death stars are not there. This is all in the introduction basically, but then we start getting into comparisons. Here we go: long range, primary weapons, sidearms, reserves, and grappling. And we start to look at the different ways, the way you train, i.e. with hands, not going pew pew with your gun, parts of a katana. Then we talk about muzzle discipline, and we talk about the different ways of muzzle discipline. Now remember, I have gone and got this information from top experts in the gun field, so it's not my information you are getting special forces information there. And then at the same time, I have gone to Japan and got the best way, obviously discipline with a sword and don't hurt and kill anyone. We then move into different types of fire, moving up, moving down. We've got things like emergency sniper techniques, cradle techniques, and if you don't think that's historical, there's the actual historical cradle from a real manual, which I found. Again, special operations comparison. We're looking at isometric pressure grips there and what to do, what not to do. How to hold a Japanese sword according to Miyamoto Masashi. Basically how to point, types of draws, things like that. Then there's again types of draws continued. We're talking about single shots, double taps, or single, go back, go back, go back. There are different versions out there in the Special Forces world. So this one is quite interesting actually, because Fujibayashi in his Book of Ninjas says you need, as a ninja, to learn EI, quick response, and you learn to need kenjutsu. You need to learn kenjutsu. So even though kenjutsu and EI are not ninjutsu, a ninja needs them. Because remember, a ninja's not just nothing, it's a samurai, and he's got a job to do, and sometimes you need those. So I went to the Special Forces guys and found the different draws and the different ways of hitting and, getting away from a quick close encounter. And what I did is then studied the ancient Iaido ways from old scrolls or old schools, and basically did the same thing. So if you look on that side, it's what's happening, how close, what they're doing, and actually the responses you do, like that. Again, that goes on to their parts of a knife. The different, I love that, Talhofer. Now we take up the dagger, God preserve us all. So knife fighting skills. So here we've got carotid artery, brachial artery, femoral artery, and where you go for them. And basically the 3 stabs of Natori Ryu. This is a great technique where you go for cutting the throat, but what you do is it's actually a feint, and you cut the femoral artery and they bleed out all over you. Again, guys, this is all Special Forces stuff. It's not my information. It's either from old scrolls or old Special Forces. How to get rid of a stab jacket, lift the stab jacket, stab underneath. how to get rid of a bind, things like that, with a knife. Behind the collarbone, I got this one from Ed Calderon. His stuff up there. Remember, fights are never 50-50, guys. Don't just have a fair fight, murder them properly. So anyway, let's speed on a bit from that. So we get to gas attacks, burning it down, punch and kick in there, just the basics you should know. Upper, lower infiltration. That is actually from an old scroll, but done in modern ways, and we all know that. The using hot water, criminal capture tools. Now here we get into, that's Mr. Throwburn there, looking sexy. We talk about the different types of gags, by the way, they're from Nato Ryu. Capturing sticks. We talk about how the setup of old, what's the word, camps and commandments, how to get over ninja style, getting over barbed wire fence, actually from old manuals. Caltrops, obviously I assume you've all are fully aware of caltrops, getting past guard dogs. And again, the caltrops there, the secret techniques for getting past, it's actually suriashi, brushes or spears. That again from Nato Ryu. Dark and light patrols, stamps that you go in and out with. We talked about that basically. Armor identification markers. You can see there we've got the lights in battle camps, and here is actually a modern reconstruction of Fujibayashi's outer wall system. So main fires, secondary fence, main defense, monkey light, turret, guards. So that's all from Bansen Shukai. There, traps. I'm just taking to the pictures basically. This is an excellent picture. It took us ages to get done properly. Oh, sorry guys. So sorry, I'm bending over the thing. So basically, that's a gate, the kill zone. That's how a Japanese castle gate works. So this says whenever you ever need to build a compound, that's how you do it. Shooting holes. Again, the backside of a compound gate. What you should actually build according to Japanese traditions. This is getting in and out of, this is the setup of a gate, again, from the top this way. The kill zones, the banks and ditches, all that sort of stuff. Of course, guys, I'm only showing you the picture, so there's all the stuff in like fake raids, fake conversations, movement of the principal. There's all that, so you're not actually seeing any of that. Just simply because it'd take too long. This book is rammed with basically special forces-esque information that's taken from the ninja and special forces, guys. You may have seen that before. We've done a new Lunar chart for that. This is boxing. You can do this with men or with cars, and it's about moving, bodyguarding. So there's some bodyguarding skills in there. We've got some extra pictures. We had some blank pages, so we've got some extra pictures. Now this is more in the open. This is about not leaving a footprint. This is your hunter-killer squads. These go up, these guys go up. If something's shooting, these peel off, kill, and then return to their positions or other positions, depending. They're infiltrating when you're wearing armor. Different types of gates and checkpoints. Of course, I've shown everyone where the primary evidence is from. So if you think I'm making it up, you can think again. It's all down to primary evidence. Crossing rivers, how to cross rivers, how to get across there, the different knots you need to tie. This is, of course, again, still river crossing, but how to secure at that side. Now here is the 3 foot, the Nato Ryu version of crossing. That's Bansen Shukai. What have we got? Again, the famous ninja breathing underwater. We then get hostile engagement, how to move in urban environments, things like that. Again, this is actually from a ninja scroll that I've found. It doesn't really work so much with Western doors. It only works one way, but there's a ninja scroll that talks about how lying flat against the wall and looking through for people. Also going through there is Bansen Shukai, talks about that a lot. Approaching a corner, how to deal with people behind and on corners. Sorry guys, it's going to keep going in and out just because I'm moving. Where to stay behind a car when it's getting shot at, when you pop gas on one side, stay behind the engine block and basically the tires, which is they're really difficult. Not the tire itself, but the axle is almost impossible to shoot through. This is ambush sites, so approaching vehicles, find where the vehicle decelerates, clear line of sight, ambush techniques. This is caltrop techniques from the old manual, showing you how many caltrops you would need. This is long distance scouts versus shinobi and main scouts, how they deal, how to approach a bend, where to put your shinobi, things like that. Again, all from historical documentation. Now we're looking at terrorism and paramilitary. We also know how to cut throats from different ways. Hold on a minute, guys. So here's just some more information. Types of assassins you get, what ad hoc means, but what was the difference between political murder, assassination, things like that. This is one from the Gurkha who brought a head back, which is pretty cool. There's the Jonin, Tuning, Genin levels of expertise. Then we get spycraft. Then we start talking about the spies. I won't bore you with that. 13th chapter in the 5 types of spy. Hold on. This stuff was excellent. This is knowing about living space versus storage space, the way that doors are aligned. Also the old ticker tape tricks, how to align your screws to know whether somebody's infiltrated your house and planted bugs within the lights. These are different ways to align the screws to make sure that you can tell straight away if somebody's tampered with them. Now, these are the 7 emotions. So I've gone through the different emotions. Paul Aikman, his emotions, the 7 emotions, and the ones that are in Shinobi no Jutsu that I pretty much found there, versus the Buddhist. It's basically the Chinese or the Indian ones. There's the hijacking routines for planes, London Syndrome, Stockholm Syndrome, John Wayne Syndrome, escape systems, this is torture, sleep deprivations, things like that. Now then we get into ritualistic spiritual magic, and we talk about, you know, the way that the way that people still use spirituality today. And then of course we've got a lovely advert for Natoryu if you guys want to join Natoryu and the Book of Samurai series. And it also has got a nice little ending of all the books we've done so far of where you can find the ninja information and the Shoninki. Then at the end there's J. Kane, that's the illustrator. Mr. Jason Kane is there. That's the lovely author, that's moi. And there you go, the other books that are out there on Japan. So that's the new book, which is called Modern Ninja Warfare. So guys, it's Modern Ninja Warfare. It is not a continuation. It is basically a comparison between the ancient scrolls and the most reliable contacts I have in the special forces, kidnap and rescue world, basically, and you know, special police systems and all that. So that's it. There you go, guys. Please do get yourself a copy. At the moment, at the time of uploading, this is on pre-order. This is the first version I've got. This is it, but it is literally, it will be out and very soon, and by the time you watch this it may already be out. So do get yourself a copy. Modern Ninja Warfare, Ninja Tactics for the Modern Warrior.